Hello. How are you? So, British people are really known for their swear words. You know, that's one thing that they are known for. It's their banter, I think they call it. You know, they'll just banter with their best friend. You bloody twat! You're lucky if I don't stomp you and your stupid noggin into the ground with a meter-long shovel. And they'll say that to their best friend just, yeah, we're just bantering. At least from what I understand. That's what takes place in Britain in the pub. But the swear words are always entertaining, always interesting, and fun to learn. So here we go. Top 10 great British swear words from Watch Mojo UK. Go check them out. Link down below.
Do you know your nutters from your numpties? No. Welcome to Watch Mojo UK, and today we'll be counting down our picks for the top 10 great...
Nutters? That's like a wanker, isn't it? If you think about it.
British swear words and insults.
You complete Ronald Weasley!
Before we begin, if you enjoy this video, please subscribe for more great content. For this list, we're talking trollops, tosspots, prats, and pillocks for a well-rounded war of words with some brilliantly British...
Everything ends with a CKS, it seems like.
Bite. While today's countdown isn't ranked solely on severity, naturally, there is some bad language ahead.
That's my girlfriend, you numpty!
Children
10,
be
Minger.
warned.
Penelope Keith.
Minger.
What a minger.
As will become
Minger.
clear, some of today's entries are harsher than others, and while Minger isn't exactly A-grade offensive, it's not really something you want to be labelled as either.
They feel it was something of a minger.
Usually aimed at an unattractive or in some way unpleasant person, it had its heyday in the 90s and noughties, but still occasionally crops up in uncouth conversation.
You're just a big, fat, minging minger with huge knickers and a ginormous schnozzle.
Huge knickers. Wait, what's a knicker? And a schnoz. That's a big nose. What does minger mean? I like the ones that make more that like kind of reference something else in the real world. I don't know what a minger. I'm sure that does mean something. I just don't know what that means. Minger?
And you've got crude slang for a woman's private parts, but the two words are otherwise unrelated.
We ain't got enough fit women. And we've got too many mingers. No offense, Karen.
Number 9, shite.
A lot of shite.
Shite.
A lot of shite. I wish I could just say.
I always assumed this was literally just a direct translation, like a different spelling of shit. Is that?
Escape, get away with everybody. It's a lot of shite.
Safe to assume, right?
Drop the E and you've got a globally recognized word relating to any kind of excrement.
Yep, I just said
if you're
it.
sick of the linguistic status quo, what better way to uproot the English language
Shite.
than by adding another vowel to a swear word?
Did you have shite?
Shite just sounds a whole lot better, and a little bit happier than its shorter, spikier alternative.
I mean, what's sort of interesting about it is if you say shite here in America, that is considered... It's like if you are going to say the F word, but instead you say fudge. It's like, oh, okay. Yeah, he didn't say it. He said shite. But it's like the same word.
Doesn't it mean you're proud to be Scottish? It's shite being Scottish!
I need to watch this movie, Trainspotter. It's like in every freaking...
Feg
Everything I
achieves a
watch.
similar feat if you're looking for a slighter, safer version of the F-bomb.
And what do you say to a cup?
Take off, cop!
Number 8, Plonker.
You plonker! You think I don't know the toilet when I see one?
As probably the least offensive word on today's list, Plonker was of course popularised by Only Fools and Horses, and usually at Rodney's expense.
You plonker!
The term dates back to the 1800s, when it really did mean a person who plonks, with plonk relating to an action that's clumsily carried out.
Plonker.
Oi.
An action that's clumsily carried out. An action that's clumsily carried out. Okay. And that's called plonking. Plonking. See, that one at least, okay, like it makes sense. Sort of, as an insult. If that means they're clumsy, they're plonker, because they're plonking.
I heard that. Who you calling a plonker?
Nowadays, if you're stupid, inept,
And a lot of them end in ER too. I guess that makes
prone to
sense.
mistakes, then you're a plonker, but it's usually said without real malice.
Plonker.
Number 7, Bellend.
People still say that
so
one?
often originates from
Bellend.
terms relating to male or female anatomy, but Bellend is probably more British than most.
Come here, Bellends, we're gonna be late.
A preferred put-down for Sacha Baron Cohen's Ali G, this wide-ranging insult has been well and truly transformed since the 19th century, when it was simply said as just another word for penis.
Furthermore, I am a bellend.
And size matters too, but if you're a
What a weird word for a penis. A bellend. Your bellend. I'm gonna hit you in the bellend. It's like it's too long. Too long of a word.
bigger bellend than somebody else, it isn't
Bellend.
a good thing.
This run, you Bellend!
But once again, that does make sense as an insult if it meant penis.
Number 6, piss off. A quintessential curse for any boorish Brit, piss is more verbally versatile than
People
your
say that here in
average
America.
offensive idiom.
Piss off.
If you're told to piss off, then it's best you vacate whichever conversation you're currently in, unless someone's taking the piss, in which case they're joking, and you can probably stay.
Oh, piss off!
What?
It is weird that taking the piss is just, well, you know, if you're taking the piss, then it's kind of like you're being peed on, meaning people are joking at your expense. Huh? It does make sense.
Maybe they're really pissed, as in they're
Taking the
really
piss
angry,
out on ya.
or they might just be pissed, as in plastered, as in drunk. Either way, it's not entirely clear how a slang term for urinate came to mean so much, but we'll go with it anyway.
Now piss off. Piss off yourself.
Number 5, bugger.
You're alright for a black man.
Bugger. That's got to be the most innocuous one. Bugger? I wouldn't even be insulted. I wouldn't even know to be insulted if I was in the UK and someone called me a bugger.
While bugger began life
Maybe I
as a
should.
medieval slur linked
I'm sure I have been called that many times in the comments.
to sodomy, and in some instances still bears links
It's like the most iconic frame in all of cinema, I feel like. Is it not? Maybe it is, maybe it's not. I don't know.
with certain sexual
Anybody would know what movie this is from for being such a simple shot.
practices. It has
You know what
taken
I'm
on
saying?
all manner of meanings in contemporary speech.
Bugger me!
As a direct insult, someone's a bugger if they're particularly annoying. But you can also be told to bugger off, meaning leave, and you can have bugger
Bugger
all if
off.
you haven't anything to give.
Go on, bugger off.
A well-rounded swear word, it's a go-to
It is funny how you can basically take any of these words and put off at the end, and that means get out of here. And if you put all in Britain, all, F-all, bugger all. If you say anything with all, it means you know nothing.
term for the well-spoken
Which is
sort.
weird.
Bugger, bugger, buggity, buggity, buggity.
Number 4, wanker. We're busting out the big guns now.
Bus wankers!
Despite the obvious literal link, whenever someone calls someone else a wanker, they're very rarely referring to their masturbatorial tendencies.
I did not expect them to show whatever that was.
In
That is a really funny one. I think that insult is really top. That's like S tier British insult, wanker, because it's just funny. Like what you're calling them, you know what I mean? Like you're implying that they're sitting around wanking.
fact, the term is typically aimed at any generally unlikable person for a variety of reasons. And while tosser offers a slightly softer alternative,
What kind of car is that?
it's an adaptable insult that works especially well with road rage or on the terraces at the football.
Wanker. Wanker. Tosser.
Tosser.
Wanker.
Number 3, bollocks.
Soccer before sex.
Bollocks. Sex before soccer, always.
That sounds a lot like one from earlier. What was it? Bellend. Bollocks. Bellend.
Another multi-use pinpoint profanity, the word bollocks brings more to the table than just an infamous Sex Pistols album.
It does mean butt, right?
So essentially,
butt.
we have to spend the night. Yes. Oh, bollocks.
A common, if coarse, colloquialism for testicles, its usage has actually been traced back to one of the earliest English language Bibles.
Bollocks.
It also doubles up as general slang for anything that's untrue, unclear, or unwanted, unless you're describing something as the dog's bollocks, in which case it's actually brilliant for some reason.
Oh, bollocks.
Anytime you say something is the animal's, you know, the bee's knees, the dog's bollocks, unless you're calling it the dog shit. It's interesting how that works. That means it's a good thing.
Number 2, bloody hell. Given that it's Ron Weasley's unofficial catchpridge,
Bloody
today's
hell.
runner-up sits pretty
That's just a combination of two different ones.
low on the severity charts.
And bloody hell. I'm Quidditch captain too.
But few phrases feel as intrinsically British as bloody hell. It's our version of the Americans' holy
That's
moly,
true.
delivered
Holy moly. Nobody says that anymore.
whenever someone experiences sudden anger or surprise, for better or worse.
Open the gate, please! Please!
Please! Help us! Please!
Please!
And you can usually get away with saying it in
That scene, oh man, I don't know. As a kid, that scene hit me hard. You know what I mean? They're trapped behind the gate, and that guy, he's like, does he save himself or does he try to help?
situations too. Just don't go using it the next time you're
Good
at
movie.
church, for fairly obvious reasons.
Ron. Bloody hell.
Number 1,
How many times does they say bloody hell in Harry Potter?
Knobhead. We finish on similar etymology grounds as Bellend for a penile profanity issued all over Great Britain whenever
And I like the word knob too as an insult because it's like not just a penis, but I think it means it's short, doesn't it?
stupidity
Because
reigns.
it's a knob. It's
Knobhead.
As a close synonym for the similarly disparaging dickhead, Knobhead ticks all the boxes
right. It's like dickhead, but it means short.
as an effective expletive and insult.
Oh,
I
he's
think.
just a big knobhead with no knob.
It's clear, crude, adaptable, and antagonistic, and not something you'd want to be branded as. It can sound pretty prickly at times, but it carries just enough jest for film and TV comedies. An insulting all-rounder, it's swear word supreme.
The Secretary of State wonders if you can spare a word.
Knobhead! That's the word I can spare.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out these other great clips from Watch Mojo
Knobhead. Man, I need to remember some of these to mix it up here in America. Ours aren't as colorful as the British swear words. I really do need to like be using them more often, like knobhead. I like them. So many of them are like, you know, like plonker, tosser. They hit that sweet spot where it's not really obscene to say it in front of children and stuff, but it's still effective. You know what I mean? Cool. Go check out Watch Mojo. Okay. Thank you for watching, guys. You know what it is. Smash that like button. Actually, I don't care. Just thank you for watching. Come back tomorrow if you feel like it. I'll see you guys then. Goodbye.